Next, I would like to invite Dr. Sailu to talk about one of my favorite species. One species I always feel jealous of, something that eats, sleeps, and gets up to be the most beautiful creature we have ever seen in the world, butterflies.
So let us discuss about butterflies. So it's one of the beautiful creatures on this earth, and they're very important in the nature, as we all know. So the main activity they do is pollination in the nature. So without pollination, no tree will survive. You know, right? Without pollination, no tree will survive. So the word pollination, so do by the birds, butterflies, and other insects. So before going to the presentation, can you make it large? So I am Dr. Sailu. I completed my forestry and PhD in forestry. So I was working with the forest department since 2005. So I was in Telangana Forest Department as a wildlife officer during my first career, then Environment Department, and I joined in Biodiversity Board, and I was there in Biodiversity Board for 10 years. So I was one of the core member declaring the Biodiversity Heritage Site Aminpur. So I documented all the procedures, process, and to declare that area. So you might be knowing, it's just 93 acres, and now it became almost 500 acres. So, but the key person who supported me, that is Srimati Tejdeep Kaur Menon. She is IPS officer, DGP. She was adopted the lake, and she asked me to do the process. And she got the Sanctuary Asia Award by the BNHS Mumbai. And she spent a lot of time with her force. Almost every time 400 people used to come there and clean the area. And at the back end, I used to do all the drafting. So I published almost 4 international journals on the Biodiversity Heritage Site Aminpur. So that gave a backup for declaring this heritage site. It's India's first wetland became or declared as a biodiversity heritage site. So after that, I decided I want to stay there only. So I purchased my house and staying in Aminpur. So I see every day the activities, and now the fishing community, they are earning crores of money. So they collect fish and they sell fish, and now the area, just I'll take some more time on this case study. So the area became very popular now. So most of the citizens of Hyderabad, they are moving to that area, because there are 2 things very unique, fragile. One is the police academy. They have almost 100-acre land, and the other area, this 500 to 600 area, completely water body. So there are 2-3 water bodies, and it gives a kind of pleasure to sit there and get revival, and you will get fresh air and beautiful water body, and lots of birds come there. And Hyderabad birding pals, and we documented almost nearly 300 species there. There are many migratory birds, almost 40 plus, and butterflies almost 60, and the fishes and other reptiles also. And you can just visit the website, and it is there, already published papers are there on Biodiversity Heritage Site. So talking about ecosystem service of that area, so became popular, and people started buying houses in that area, and now that water body helping almost 60 colonies in and around the lake in terms of groundwater. So the water, and in that area there is no borewell is dried up so far from 2016 to till date. And you can see this is a perennial lake, and throughout here you will find the water full tank level. It is full tank level all the time. And the challenge is now the population is increasing, urbanization happening, and there are companies, they claim that they will not release any pollution to the lake, but there are some overflows coming and mixing with the water. And the pollution control board, they did the water testing, and they said that it is not harm, because even fishes, birds, butterflies, the diversity is there, but water cannot be used for drinking. But the water tankers, they are taking water from that area and for greenery purpose and for industrial use. And the groundwater, every that colony have plenty. So I stay there. If you are interested, you can join with me every morning. So I go every morning, and every evening I do butterfly walk, and I do birding, and I take my kids to that area, and I'm planning to document the ecosystem service valuation. So I am specialized in that. So my PhD also valuation of ecosystem services. So let's begin with the presentation on butterflies. Okay, you all know flora fauna, right? So flora fauna. In fauna there are two categories, vertebrates and invertebrates. In the invertebrates, there is a genera called Arthropoda. Under Arthropoda is one of the family that Lepidoptera. Under Lepidoptera, moths and other insects will come, as well as butterflies. So yeah, next. So this is about Butterfly Conservation Society. So I must say, Dr. Tej Kumar, so he recently passed away, and he is the founder president. He started the Butterfly Conservation Society. He is an entomologist and professor from Enjiranga University that time. Now it is Professor Jayashankar University. And this is non-profit organization. We have not earned anything. So there are nearly 100 members in this group. From 2005, we are doing different activities, and main activity that we want to create awareness among the citizens, among the children and academicians, and to learn about the butterflies and also the role of butterflies, and also conserve the habitats in every area in the fragile ecosystems. Next. So some of the activities I want to quote, these are the major activities. So we generally do butterfly walks across India, and in Telangana, Andhra, we were doing from 2007. So we have done almost every year, we do butterfly studies and butterfly walks, and we document the butterfly species of that area, and we maintain that area information, and we submit to the forest department for management plans. So forest department, they have a management plan. So in that management plan, they have to keep this butterfly list, and they have to take the measures for the conservation in the wildlife working circle. So under the Wildlife Protection Act, as well as the Forest Management Act, Forest Management. So for them, we help this documentation. So we did most of the butterfly areas, the hotspots in Andhra and Telangana, like Maradimilli, and even in Visakhapatnam, here in Telangana, all the districts. And in Andhra also, we did most of the butterfly studies. And our members will support as a volunteer. So we help the institutions and academic organization, anybody who are willing to establish the butterfly gardens. So we help them to develop the butterfly garden. So on free of cost, but some nominal charges like coming and going, we will charge, but we help them to develop the gardens. So far, Pakal Biodiversity Park in Warangal, we developed butterfly garden. And even in Ramoji Film City, Dr. Tej Kumar, he was a consultant after retirement. So he did the butterfly garden in Ramoji Film City. So now also there is a position in the butterfly garden, Ramoji Film City. They are requesting for a naturalist to maintain that butterfly garden. So they are getting a lot of money as a entry fee. So it's going in a different way. And Mrugavani National Park and Arina Vanasthali National Park, KBR Park and Indira Park, Sanjeevaya Park. So all these areas we have butterfly gardens. And we select the butterfly nectar species and also the host plants. So we have a list of different species and which are linked with the butterflies so that it will attract the butterflies. So you can plant the butterfly species and butterfly starts coming there. And we always celebrate the environmental days, showcasing our butterflies. I'll show some of the pictures. And we did one All India Butterfly Meet at Maradupilli. So almost 8 states participated, all the different enthusiasts, and we documented 71 butterfly species. And we also had a side event in COP11, biodiversity, the conference held in Hyderabad during 2012. So we spoke about the butterfly conservation and its importance in the nature. Next. So these are the photographs we used to do, the butterfly walks. The top 2 photos from Maridamilli. So it's not, there is no age gaps, so anybody can join in that walks. And we stay in the forest, we carry our tents, and sometimes we stay in the village, and sometimes we stay in the forest department guest houses, and we start documenting the butterflies. And also we do birding along with that, and also we observe the nature and document the different forest management activities there. And we also involved in the big butterfly month, so documented very different butterfly species in different locations. And we do the side events in different forums, and we showcase butterfly photographs, and we teach about butterflies. And these are old photographs, that last photograph from 2007 during that time. So there are bird lovers who joins with us, and nature lovers, even children, school students, professors, academicians, and even researchers. For PhD, they come and join with us for their PhD works, and we teach and how to document and how to identify the species. Next. So these are the gardens. The top one is Nehru Zoological Park and Ramoji Film City, and that one is Harina Vanasthali. Back, Harina Vanasthali, and this is Sanjeevaya Park, the 2 photographs. Next. So we contributed the diversity of the butterflies in the state level documents. That is, one is Biodiversity of Telangana. I am the author of this book. I spent almost 10 years for developing this book. Telangana State Biodiversity Field Guide. It has flora fauna of Telangana whole. You will have all the species with photographs, including birds, butterflies, insects, invertebrates, anything, snakes, frogs, with photographs. So I used to roam for a single photograph, and I used to go to the people who were already forgotten me, or they also forgotten their photographs, but I found somewhere. Then I used to go to them, and they used to ask me if you are willing to give a credit, otherwise I will not give the photo. So I have given their names. So almost 20-30 people who gave the photographs, major photographs. And for pangolin, we talk about pangolin, but catched one, but I need field one, which is in the forest. So I went to a person, so he was asking me if you are willing to give a authorship, otherwise I will not give the photograph. Then I said 100% I will give. So like Dr. Subramaniam, he is very old now, almost 80 years old. He is at home, he stays in DD colony, and everybody forgotten. So he was very good enthusiast photographer. He was employed with BSNL, but he is having all the collections across the world, butterflies.
Who is that?
Dr. Subramanian. So he is there, and he always goes to America, and he document butterflies now also. And he is having all the collections. So he is having the system, and he maintained all the folders in the system of different location. So 2010 onwards, 10 to almost 2018. So we, both of us and other team members, used to go to different places, and is very good photographer for butterflies. He's having all the angles of the butterflies, and if we as a, like youngsters, we go and take a photograph of single butterfly, one photograph is enough. But he never leave unless until he gets that clarity picture, and he takes nearly 100 pictures of a single butterfly. Because any animal is slowly moving, and if you see any snake, little moving, but butterflies, no, it cannot sit in a single place. In a second it will shift to other flowers. So in that captures we need to do. So he's very keen and very good photographer. So I used to go to him for taking that list. So almost now in this book 163 species are there, but in this newsletter it has almost 191 species from Andhra and Telangana. So we documented that. So our objective also that. So we need to document. The middle one is Government of India, the Zoological Survey of India. So they published a book, Faunal Diversity of Telangana. So in that also I am the author, and I means Butterfly Conservation Society. So we have given the list of species. Next. So coming to some of the facts about butterflies. So Lepidoptera 1,66,320 across the world. But coming to butterflies in the world, 15,000 approximately. In India, 1379. It's documented, and we have all the photographs in the I Found Butterflies. So there's an organization. So all the butterfly lovers supporting and helping the checklist. And across India, this list is there. And you can visit I Found Butterflies. You will get the photographs. So endemism 71 species, and in Telangana 191 species. Telangana and Andhra. In Telangana, if you talk about only Telangana, 165 species there, butterflies. Next. So 4 stages of butterflies everyone knows, but I want to talk about this stage. That is called larva or caterpillar stage. People don't like that caterpillar because it eats plants, but everybody likes the other 3 stages. Okay, but coming to the stage of like pupa, it's almost died. Like somewhere he roam up total plant. If it is there in the plant after egg and the larva, it roams whole plant, but he select a leaf at the corner hiding place, and he stays for 12 days. And then the next stage is this. They come out from that stage. So that time people will enjoy that moment is very nice, and everybody likes that. So next. So it's helping in the nature in different ways, pollination and different for feeding for other animals. And the main thing is that they do mud puddling. Next. Yeah, human significance. Next. Yeah, this is very important stage in the butterflies. So they do mud puddling. So during the mud puddling, they absorb different minerals from the soil, and it's very useful during the reproductive system. It transfers the nutrients to female butterfly. So they take nectar and for their survival. But for reproductive system, during the mud puddling, it's very important that they take different nutrients. Yeah, next. So migration generally in Telangana or in other areas. So from Western Ghats to different locations and from south to other places happens during these different timings, April to June and October to November. Next. So coming to the service, one butterfly, Alexandra, it can create the rainforest. So that is means that a butterfly, without butterfly, no flower and no honey and no pollination, nothing will happen. No, there is no fruit. And if you have a butterfly, the ecosystem will revive. So when the forest management, when we are designing the policies related to forest management, we concentrate on the pollinator species. So we have that ecosystem balance, and the kind of services we document, the butterflies is playing a major role. So in forest department, generally we talk about trees, plantations, greenery, but a fragile ecosystem in the ground is very useful, and that creates the forest. So small butterfly goes to 3 lakh flowers in a day, and they do pollination at the ground level for the species like herbs, not the trees. They do trees also, but the herb species are very important in the nature. The herb species, they have a small fruits, and the fruit will come because of this butterflies after pollination, and the fruits are very important for the different reptiles. So we are not talking about that. We are talking about mostly in the forest department, they talk about the greenery and forest cover. But the diversity and the ecosystem, fragile ecosystem at the ground level, that is called macroflora or microflora. So that microflora will come from these creatures. Without these butterflies, without these insects, the microflora will not come on the ground. When microflora is started or blooming, the forest will also bloom. Why? Because it maintains the evaporation and it maintains the different species at the ground level. Then only other creatures will survive on that. So that's why the fragile ecosystem is that. So always we need to think about that. The fragile ecosystems are very useful and we need to protect them first. So the other like different mammal groups, invertebrate groups, which survive on only grasses. That is very important. Then medicinal plants. There are about 300 medicinal plants in India, very famous. Almost 300 companies like Dabur, Himalaya is getting money from that. Nearly 300 companies in India, they do business on this macroflora. They're all medicinal plants. They never take the large trees, leaves or any other things, but they take only medicinal plants which are at the ground level. And they do business, and no company has less than 2000 crore turnover. Like Dabur, Himalaya, Patanjali. So they do business on that. So that's why macroflora is very important, and butterflies helping that macroflora. Next. Yeah, next this I have spoken. And how to conserve the habitats and the butterflies. So one I told, create gardens at the home garden or at the backyard or at the bunds of the land and the boundaries of the land and even terrace and even in the forest areas, wherever you go, start doing plantation of herb species and shrub species. They are very important in the nature, not only trees. Next. So we have these connections. If you want to become a member, you can join with us. We have a butterfly group and we do butterfly walks whenever required, and during the seasons, especially after rains, we go to different areas and document the butterflies, and you can be part of BCS and you can share your ideas. And the final thing, we are yet to declare the state butterfly of Telangana. So we have submitted our proposals while Telangana and WWF, BCS and other organizations together, we went and submitted the proposal to the forest department. So we are waiting for that. So thank you so much.
Few people said we saw leopard, and all of a sudden most of the photographers came running to us. Then we realized, then when they realized that it is a common leopard that they see it, they said, "Arey, utti oka butterfly diyadanka meer inta time తీసుకుంటున్నారు." So they are very, very, I mean, as I said, the only species I feel jealous of, because it eats, it sleeps, it gets up to be the most beautiful thing that we have ever witnessed in the entire world. Thank you so much.